From the sky, we will see everything. Just close your eyes, trust me.
It's time for Power Hour.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. Sorry about yesterday. If you don't know, like the stream just abruptly ended early. My computer like crapped itself. Just all the screens went black. Yeah, I know people have been talking about what I should maybe do about that, but we're gonna just try it out again today and just hope that just was an anomaly. No big deal. We're cool. All right, so we were talking about, maybe some Wyckoff distribution still possible, definitely. I mean, you just had another rally today that just could be another buyer-inducing rally. Could be another last point of supply. Every high we've gotten is lower than the next since we broke below 99.3, and right now that circumstance is no different. They could top this thing out right here, and it's just another lower high than what we saw on the 11th just yesterday and the day before. So, I mean, just, nice bullish engulfing candle. That's awesome. But it would just be really cool to see Bitcoin maybe make some progress, maybe show us some evidence that there's, higher highs more than before. I mean, you still got all these lows are higher than this low, which is good. But it would just be luxurious to get another test at 92.7 to complete an M shape. But Bitcoin, Rubik's Cube, real tough. But what's really cool is, we were discussing some progress being made on some altcoins. And by some, I mean a lot, where 90 days now, you've been working on completing M shapes, bullish bat patterns, 886 Gartley patterns, shark patterns. They've all, you know, on that crash we saw on, you know, the beginning of the month, all these altcoins completed their C to D waves of those M shapes, and it just was okay. Well, now it's time to see what, you know, Bitcoin does, and will these altcoins actually react here? Because they weren't really doing anything until actually maybe today.
Bruh.
So we're gonna look at those and just have a discussion about M shapes completing and the potential type 1 reaction unfolding today. So it was the selling stalled / stopped, but just because it stalls and stops doesn't mean it's really a reaction. The reaction comes when you see some bids come in, and we quite possibly are getting that. So, but then there are some anomalies like BNB, Binance Coin, breaking above the previous 2021 all-time high. It's been V-shaped recovering like definitively. Nothing else is doing that at all. Just BNB, just Binance Coin. Weird, right? Yeah, very weird. And then Litecoin showing a lot of strength compared to almost every other crypto. So you just have weird anomalies, weird decouplings going on just a couple. So we will look at those. But here's your Bitcoin. Same situation as we've been seeing day after day.
Bueller.
That's right. Get them a body bag due to boredom and inactivity and sideways. These are daily candles. They look like the 5-minute candle on an illiquid joke. Okay. Crazy. All right. Ethereum that was doing stuff off the lows, right? I mean, it's been sideways since the 7th, kind of stalled out, even though just yesterday, okay, just effing yesterday, we had the lowest daily candle close confirmed since November 5th. That's over 3-month lows on the close yesterday. So, hey, catching some bids today, kind of bullishly engulf if all stays the same. In 3 hours, 18 minutes, who knows, man, right with that. But we do have some hopium to get, you know, to stick in your pipe and smoke on, right? Hopium. It can be dangerous. You don't want to overdose. But this, right, that M shape, that bullish bat pattern, 50% on B, lower high on C, 886 on D, 200% retrace B to D. Great. Textbook. So it would be amazing if we could just get another test down here at 2400. Still could. But, okay, right? I mean, how long did this take to develop, actually? From this X point all the way to this D point, 151 days. So you have some strong or large-size structures here. That's big time. That's bigger than most of these altcoins. So just saying, it'd be nice, right? We always want, like, structures. Like you see here, like, price action correlated once, a rally, and then a valley, you know, then you get like a local form of confirmation. Like you kind of want that. That's why it would be really nice to get 2400 on Ethereum again. And again, it's still very possible. It will happen. It will be certainly happening if Bitcoin makes just another lower high and rolls over again, and we eventually see 92,779 as a second test down here to complete an M shape. Okay, it's in the making. It's not there yet. So just keep that in mind. Remember, don't get too excited about Bitcoin because it doesn't mean anything if they just roll it over after we make a lower high than all these previous highs. It's just another joke before another lower low. Stuck in between two levels, very hard to manage risk. It's impossible to manage risk. You're talking about using the framework. There's no level that is correlating to. We know the levels, right? We've been looking at these levels since they were manufactured months ago. Okay. So, okay, you got that. All right, some progress, but Ethereum, and then let's just look at XRP real quick. Again, it's really tough here. You're just kind of in no man's land. Could be getting ready to draw down again. I mean, I think a great opportunity could exist possibly at 190, 196. But as it stands now, if you're trying to apply traditional technical analysis, right, risk management tool, which a lot of it has to do with price action correlations, correlation to inflection points, critical levels from history. You just don't have much to do here. It's very tough. It's okay, they might run this thing up to 265 for bearish back test before rolling over to 196, or we're just getting ready to roll. You know, Bitcoin's just gonna make a lower high, we're gonna roll over to 92.7. Okay, XRP is gonna head on down to 190 again for another test, right? I mean, it's tough on this one. So the XRP comet isn't necessarily here. We want the comet to be in sight for us to be able to take action. But it's just not, and that's fine, right? Long term, hey man, XRP $5 eventually. Yeah, who knows how long it'll take, but yeah, eventually, long term, dude. Yeah, if you're down, you bought down here somewhere the past, 5 years, okay, you just hanging tight. You're an XRP holder, that's fine. But we're just talking about people that are like, hey man, I'm in cash right now. Is there opportunity on XRP for a swing trade? No, but they can still pump, right? We're just looking for, that's what happens. They can only land on heads or tails in most of these situations, and that's flipping coins. That's not an edge. You might as well just go to the casino and get free drinks. Okay, so BNB, V-shape, pretty psychotic, right? Off the lows. BNB up at the highs today, 40% in 8 days. Crazy. Okay, so 691.80, that previous all-time high from 2021. There it is. May 2021. They've run it all the way up to that level, but again, right, they could take this thing all the way to 717, man, and guess what? It rolls over there, it'd be still another lower high than these highs. So that's great, we're getting this rally here, but win higher highs, win higher lows. It's all about the higher lows and the higher highs. It's all, and then if they make a lower high, then sell off, then we want to see, if it did roll over, we want to see one of these levels be formally back tested as support. That would be great, okay, on the pullback. Crazy, man. Wow, 40% in 8 days. A good amount gets it, man. Your back didn't go well. Yeah, well, it typically doesn't when you're just flipping coins. No edge, man. The house wins. Well, they have 53% chance most of the time, right? I don't know. I hear that there's one game called Keno over there. It's a newer game, casinos, and you only have it's the worst of the house. It's like you have like a 38% chance of winning. It's the worst. So stay away from that one. Okay, and slot machines are definitely the casino's biggest moneymaker. So you don't want to be doing slot machines either, right? You don't want to do anything except poker or count cards at blackjack at a casino. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else to play. But dude, there's a roulette, a roulette strategy. Nah, dude, you can't. It's a game of chance. All right, so XRP, we looked at BNB, Solana. It's unfortunately of the big ones, the worst today. Can't catch a cold. Still holding this 191, 190 level, but we know below 190, you have a real big reason to not own it. So you are just on your last stand here. The buyers are, because below 190 you have a tremendous amount of downside, but they're holding it, right? I mean, look, 189, 190, those highs from May and July last year, they're still support. You're still working on one valley, second valley, the third valley. So it's not over yet, okay? It's just at right, we talk about this. This is the death or glory level. This is where we're about to resolve, and it's about to mark up to 260 in all-time highs, or about to break this level and head on down most likely to $130. So that's why, when you get to these last limbs and you see the price action testing these key levels, it's like we don't know for a fact if it's going to hold. But we know that the resolution is going to be glorious or it's going to be deathly. Okay, 130 or 260. Those are your targets. On sold below 190 long enough. 130 above 190 to 200 long enough. 260 plus. Have fun. Yeah, you got an M shape completed too, that's why it's so crappy. I mean, they just ran up and tested 208 as resistance. 208. What is that? That's the level. 2024 March, and then. It's a candle close right here from October 2021. It was tested as resistance too. So it's really tough, man. A lot of controversy, and you could have arguments on both sides on this one. I'm hoping it breaks 260 plus. That'd be amazing. But man, you were just, this is it. This is it. Third valley too. So you think the resolution's probable now? 1, 2, rule of 3. Okay, so if we're going to break down, fine, it's coming. If we're going to break up, it's coming. I think. Okay, rule of 3. If you've been in these markets long enough, you know about the rule of 3, and you just see it. Once an asset puts in, once the buyers or sellers put in a third valley, a third peak, that probability of resolution from the consolidation gets high. Okay, so I think we have elevated probability of impulse. Okay, impulse being resolution being bullish or bearish. Okay, that's where we're at. So soon like this, oh my God, purgatory since December 22nd we've been dealing with on Solana, it's going to resolve soon, I think. So it's finally time to wake back up and start paying attention to these levels, okay? More controversial here, but then on some of these altcoins, so we looked at the big ones. We could look at Doge, I guess. Doge, it wasn't really anything crazy. It's just, you know, a short setup, hit target 1 real fast, hit target 2 and the next day, and then target 3's never been hit at 18 cents. It may never get hit. But finally, the selling pressure has subsided a little bit, and it's starting to rally, going for its highest daily close since February 4th, which is really not that crazy. I mean, and so 28 cents could be, you know, tested. 27.9 cents. What is that? It's a reversal point back from 2021. They could test that maybe. But still in that, you know, you can clearly see the trend right now, lower highs, lower lows. Any rally could just ultimately end up as the lowest high of this new downtrend, and then we roll over later. Remember, anytime you're looking to take action on something as a swing trader, you want local forms of confirmation. Local meaning, okay, you impulse down, you can see a bottom. Well, that's just one bottom reaction. You want to see a rally, then another valley, and then they pivoted on that second low. On the second low, more market participants are confident to believe a more resounding recovery is happening, and then they would take bids on the second low. Okay, confirmation's important. And there's no form of confirmation at all on Doge. You could just still run up whatever. Okay, cool. So just still not that great. And unfortunately, even with all these 90-day, 100-plus day M shapes that have started completing on all these altcoins, they're still only on their potential type 1 reactions, which is still scalpers, yeah. But remember, this type 1 reaction, it would be just that, where it runs up and then ends up crapping out, and we can just get a retest later. So speaking of something like Bitcoin Cash, good example. Right, we got that big old M shape. Well, I mean, how long has this thing been in development? 157 days, man. Wow. Finally getting 88% retrace. Finally getting a back test of a level we know so well. This was the old trade setup entry. Based on the positive price action correlation we were receiving at this level was the reasoning behind the long trade setup that played out and hit all 3 targets and went beyond. Actually, if there was a 4th target, it would have hit that. It would have hit that too. 3rd target was here at 443 or whatever. So since then, it's round tripped on the wick, of course, but you can see where the candle bodies are, where the candle closes are. It's 886, and it's starting to try to react here. I mean, you're going on. Wow, that's going on 6 days in a row of positive closes. Excuse me, sorry, got some stuff coming. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so reaction. So if you wanted like the most incredible setup, you want some sort of, okay, it'd probably run to 372 from here. Like if Bitcoin doesn't roll over, which it could, man. Bitcoin rolls over. This stuff's just, it's not even there. That's why you got to wait. But you get a lower high and then you roll over and then you get a second test here. That's when you have a very powerful setup. You have an increased probability of way higher prices. But you just, that's where we are in the progression of the harmonic framework. We're just at this type 1 reaction, which is great. Gotta love it, but man, it sucks that you need more. You're gonna start rolling your eyes soon when we start looking at some of these that are all in, I mean, they almost look like the same chart, some of them. Chat, is this stream on? Are y'all here? Make sure. I know it's early stream, but hello? We got audio check okay. Just making sure. All right, so here, okay. Here's your total market cap. You know that place.
I like turtles.
Where all the cryptos congregate as an aggregate here. $3 trillion. I've been holding it really, man, since December 26th. They broke it. I mean, this is like your fourth, fifth test now. Remember what this gray zone is, if you're newer or whatever. It's the old cycle top between the candle close and the wick high. I mean, that's it, 2.9 to 3 trillion. So you're still above that, which is great. I mean, that's probably where you're in some trouble if you fall below that. But you still have the 200-day moving average. You still have a ton of support at 2.58 trillion, and then 2.3 after that. So it's not like you just have nothing there, but you're still above it. So we're good. Good above that for now. We have Gandalf here. Gandalf's here, man. Whoa. So we looked at the bigger ones. So we can look at, you know, one that's not like a lot of the others, where it's Cardano is kind of in its own world. I mean, there's a 64 to 68 cent support that's being defended by the buyers. This takes you back to right here. Swing high from May of 2022. Swing high from December 2023. Resistance.
Hey Mitch, we out here, brah. Awaiting more data. Thanks for the stream.
It's Diaz Elliott, man. Hey, thanks for the Neo contribution. Neo is another M shape completed. Thank you, man. So 65 cent, 69 cent level, reacting there. Very nice. But unfortunately, right, here's your high, here's your low, here are your lower highs than this high. Now you have a lower low than this low. You are in some sort of correction, like Dogecoin. So it's like you're not like out of the woods by any means. It's just something like this. So you're at this midpoint, the heart line of the downtrend. It's short-term, midterm. It's a midterm downtrend, whatever. Topped out in early December, 2 months ago. So they could run this thing all the way up to $1. And it still ends up being a lower high. We roll over again later. So, but cool. Just giving you an update, right? We got an engulfing candle. Nice day yesterday. I mean, this thing went up. It was up like 13-14% at the highs, going for the highest close since the 3rd. Really nothing to write home about, but I'm just saying, just updating you on it. Any action to take? No, not yet. I think like 40 cent Cardano would be amazing. May never get there. Maybe it's just too strong. Maybe this is just one that has so much demand they're not going to let it get to an 886. Maybe that's the reason why it's not at an 886 right now, like almost all the others are. There are only a few that aren't. Okay, I think the majority are completing these M shapes over 90 plus days of development. Speaking of Algo's another that's not like that. Algo's another that like just is not like, most of the altcoins lost 88 to 100% of their value from the November 5th election. Okay, this is one that has not. This is one that is doing something. You're seeing buyers recapture a key level from history. This is Algorand. Okay, key level, not a joke, man. Like, you cannot argue with the level, right? Support, defended. It's been resistance and rejected. Resistance rejected. You know how important this level is. A very ancient battleground on Algorand. So the buyers should recapture. They're trying to reconfirm it as support for now. I mean, if you're above 28.6 cents long enough, you have probably a target of 35.7 cents. But in the end, it could do that and just put in another lower high and then roll over again. And you would probably want this if you wanted a better setup. But again, the best would be if it went down to 16.6 cents and made an M shape like all these other ones. So yeah, you're just reacting. We're catching some reactions on some of these some levels. Okay, you can see we are in power hour. We actually look on the 8s, man, right now. Don't get too excited, man. I'm sorry. Like, you don't want to hear it, but it's like that move we got on Bitcoin today was the lowest high of the entire effing short-term downtrend we've been in for the greater part of 3 weeks now. The lowest high. And then before that was the lowest low. Just how it is. I want to see us, look, dude. You're asking like, hey man, just give me brass tacks on Bitcoin. You want Bitcoin to be resuming its long-term uptrend? You got to break 100K. But in actuality, you want to see the price of Bitcoin exceed $102,500 because that is, I think, your most recent discernible high, the major high before it. From February 3rd, you went up there and tested that and just rejected it like no one's business. You want the trend to reverse on Bitcoin. Unfortunately, it will take that much effort, that much work from buyers. Until then, short-term downtrend is still intact. It's okay. Remember, long-term uptrend, mid-term no trend, right? We've been sideways literally for effing over 3 months now. That's it. That's reality. So mid-term, no trend, but short-term, 3-week downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows consecutively. That's okay. So you want a trend reversal, break 1025, and then we'll talk, okay? Till then, we're kind of, unfortunately, stuck in this short-term downtrend. I got to just say that so people kind of understand, you know, like, zoom out, man. Yeah, dude, I know it's a long-term uptrend. I'll tell you before anyone. Steady growth, yeah, that one was very interesting. We didn't really know, right, on Intel. You just know that it's at a level where they're confirming a bottom and you can manage your risk optimally. That's all we knew about Intel, okay? So now we're going to get into some of these M shapes, okay? Completing, I can't remember, Atom, look at this. I mean, it's just there. It's just perfect. It's just there. It's like a specimen daily bullish bat pattern by the effing book. 90 plus days of development, a whole quarter. That's going to be reliable. That's a nice M shape. But we're starting to potentially catch that type 1 reaction, right? The reaction. And then we hope we can get the reversal. The type 2 return would be amazing. That form of confirmation. And then you get the RSI would be right in that situation. If you got that, it'd be like this. Right on the second low, you'd get something like, well, excuse me, something like this. You would want that, man. You would want on your second low on the daily in oversold territory on the RSI, you would want this. Bullish divergence would give you the greatest probability for impending reversal to the upside, man. You want that. We don't have it yet, but we want it. If we could get it, it would be actionable. It'd be an easy textbook trade setup to publish. All right, to take a long on, to set up a stop loss strategically with max upside potential. We just always want this if we can get it. Just don't have it yet. Crap. So probably you would think we might get some more bids here. Hopefully, my God, unless things are just terrible on Bitcoin. And then eventually roll over, and then we get the second test, and it holds. And then all these two highs are lower, or these two lows are higher than this low, Whoa, there's like these subtle forms of accumulation, even if they're extremely subtle. Wow. So that's where we are on Cosmos, on what is it, Atom. You got it, man. We got an M shape. Finally. Remember, we're just up here. Nothing to do. We're waiting for the M shapes to complete. That's all we want. We want a deeper retreat. We finally got it. How about Avalanche? Same thing. We were waiting up here. God, it looks so bad. Don't we want an 886 if we could help it? We got it. We freaking got it. But again, we just want local forms of confirmation, right? Like locally, meaning like after an impulse, you want to see, like, right? This is your second low here, confirmation low. You would want a rally probably to $30. They test it, rolls over again, comes back to $20, $22, and you get a second test, and the oscillators look good. And everything we talk about, we want.
Thank you for all the awesome updates through the Discord. You were goated. Join the damn Citadel, guys.
Dang, Amar, thank you for the $20 contribution just to advocate for the Citadel/Patreon. Remember, this is a 100% crowdsourced community. Right, I've never in chat, I wasn't live for it, but I think I was traveling. My 7th year anniversary has come and gone. It was a few days ago, so this is my 7th year in a row of creating content. Started, I think it was February 8th, 2018 was my genesis. So here we are. So if you're here, you're like, hey man, this is the anniversary stream, right? Got merch for it. It's also tied in with the Breckenridge trip. Really cool artwork. I love the artwork, man. So again, you know, if you buy the merch, it's just you, in a way, you supporting what I do. It's like throwing a tip, you know, like Amar just did. So thank you, dude. Yeah. So yeah, in the Citadel, you get trade setups, chart updates, access to premium Discord chat, meaning you just get more access to me when I'm not live and stuff. So you can ping me and try to answer questions. So okay, Avalanche, basic attention token, same thing. Right? It's just an M shape. It's it's an actual Gartley, 886 Gartley, and it hit an inflection point. So you're waiting on these type 1 reactions to play out. Come on, man. Oh my God. That's cool.
Cheers to 7 years.
Amar, thank you, dude. Can we please get some for Amar? Thank you. Powerful support there, man. Thank you. And here's to 7 more, right? Hopefully. Starting to get up there, man. You know, I was a young man when I started doing this thing. It's crazy to think 7 years have gone by, and how my life has changed so much since then. Oh, how I've refined myself as a streamer and trader and analyst, and I know you have too. So here's to that. So you get it, man. We're there. We're at these levels. Like, that's really cool because we know historically, look, there was an old M shape, type 1 reaction, type 2 return. So you could end up going back and see 22 cents, 23 cents from here and roll over again. Like, right, these reactions might just be starting where you got a little more upside, okay, and then they roll over again, and then you'd be looking for something like that, and then it's by the book. Then you could actually entry, stop loss, max upside targets. So just waiting. We're getting there, man. Progress being made. I think that's all we could hope for. Anonymous, thanks so much for the merchandise purchase, the merch perch. Beautiful artwork. If you don't know, Chalen did a great job. We were talking about why has no one done cosmic skiing yet? I had a great idea in Breckenridge. And look at this, man. So cool. It's got the, just me skiing and all, like, different assets are dug in the snow, kind of frozen. And then, the spiral. It's cool, man. It's cool. And then on the other side, you've got, the, where is it? Yeah, the script R that's frozen, special edition, 7-year anniversary. So, okay. But yeah, thinking about cosmic skiing. Why has no one done it yet? Why is it not in existence, right? So they have cosmic bowling, right? You go in, it's all under the black light, crazy lights. Whoa, this is cool. They have cosmic baseball. Some triple league teams will have their uniforms, the baseball bats, all neon. They'll turn all the lights to become black. They black it out. And you have cosmic baseball. Why do we not have cosmic skiing? That would be so cool, and no one's ever done it. So it's like, chat, let's get a slush fund going and get this rolling, okay? Somewhere in Colorado in the Rockies. They have night skiing, but they do not have cosmic skiing. They certainly have night skiing, and there's not that much interest in all that. And apparently in Breckenridge or Keystone, they're shutting it down soon. So, yeah. Okay, so Bat, you get it. We're making progress. Type 1 reactions. Comp, another one. Wow, dude, M shape 886, perfect reaction. They're doing it, man. But again, you could come on up and do something like this, lower high, then we come down, and then we get even sometimes what these alts. You learn over time what they do on the type 2 returns is they spend so much time, and then on the end of the the type 2 return, they'll do something like this, and then they'll that. That's what they've done in 2023, and that's what they did in late 2024. This, oh my God, when are they going to do it? Oh no! And then it's just, they dump it, they try to trigger some stop losses at the local base, and then pump this thing. So this is what we ultimately want. All right, it'll come. It just might be freaking March, April, May. I mean, if you want... And it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's just what you want for a stronger argument for a more pronounced rally off these completion zones. All right. Same time, you can get type 1 reactions that just do this. This is way less probable, though. Way less probable. But I've seen them happen there, too. Anyway, so... You could just keep going. There are just assets that are at levels like Dash isn't necessarily an M shape. I mean, you could say it's an M shape. You could be like, all right, let's just mess with it and see here. Do we have it here? All right, here's your X point, your A point, your B point, 618. It's an 886, 95, 886, whatever. It's a Gartley. It's there. I mean, my God, look where it is too. It's like, all right. M shape completing at key inflection point, although this is your all-time lows, man. This is the lowest it's ever been, the lowest base ever. So it's kind of like, ugh. But dang, man, you can't say like it's not a lower risk area. We're finally doing it, man. After all this time, dude, since early December, I've been like, there's nothing to do. Nothing to do. Go touch snow or grass. And now we're at a point where it's like, hey, man, time to start paying attention again because 90 plus days of development. This one's kind of cool in its own right because it's at an inflection point. Cool. Comp wasn't, you know, comp was kind of like, it's just completing. It got shut down, JP. I think there's one still there. It's not. Yeah, I don't know. Dot. Look at this thing, man. Same thing. Like they take it to an 886 where the candle closes were. It's perfect. It's like, holy crap, how can they do this? They did it, man, right? The swing low of 423 from January 2023. It gets tested, and they're trying a reaction, a type 1 reaction. And to the RSI isn't really how you would like it. You want the RSI, right? That one time you want it to do this. Okay, it goes a little higher. Oh no, they can't really sustain it. So it rolls over and we get one more test in oversold territory, and we get that really nice discernible type 2 return on the daily, and that is what you would dream of. Okay, dream of this. I know I do. So dang, I mean, so scalpers, whatever, people can take advantage. You just don't, the problem is on type 1 reactions, you just don't know how high they will go. You don't know when they'll stall out. Typically they stall out. I mean, what makes it an actual type 1 reaction is Scott Carney talks about 382's minimum, right? They might take this thing to 678. You could make some good yield. It's already up though, 10% to 9% today. It could go up another 27%, okay, and then peak out and roll over again. Yeah, that's what's wild about this. 382s to 618s are your type 1 reaction peaks. That's what gives you the criteria for a type 1 reaction. When it becomes confirmed as one, really. So, okay, you just got it down here. That's pretty nice. Talk about the low risk end of things. You know it. If this is a big old rectangle, right? I mean, you're at the bottom of the rectangle, dude. This is it. Wow. So just please pay attention. It's no longer as somber as it was because we were just marking down. We were crashing. Dude, it was awful. Like head and shoulders continuation, and it just marked down another 40% from there. It was bad. Now, time to pay attention. Okay? So I'm just going through these, you know, because I think it's important that we're all on the same page because new data is coming in, right? It's
I've got information, man. New shit has come to life.
New information, man. Type 1 reactions kind of beginning. Ethereum Classic, same thing. Wow, you got to be kidding me. How is this possible? Just this is how they do it, man. You can't even believe it. You know, where the candle closes are is where the 886 is. And, yeah, you got a wick down here to test these lows from August 5th. God, awful, right? But, like, man, doing it over and over and over again. All these M shapes. So you think a test of 22.58, 24 bucks could very well be on deck. And they might, again, like you'd be very fortunate if it was like this. You just may not get it. Right? That's what you would ideally want. Okay. Very good, dude. M shapes completing. I hope you understand where I'm coming from here. Chainlink's different. It is kind of like Cardano, where there's just been too much demand for the asset for the sellers to really be able to push this price near an 88% retrace. It is not round tripped. There are a few that have not, and this one's strong because of that. But unfortunately, it's still below 19.23 to 20 bucks. If we can recapture 20 bucks, and then if we are fortunate enough, like remember, being disciplined and wanting those forms of confirmation, right? You know, that is being disciplined. So if you ever got something like this, oh my God, dude, let's just post a trade setup and go to 27 bucks, 26.80 something. I mean, because you get something like that, then it's like probable you got this coming. So we're just patiently waiting on Chainlink. I mean, Chainlink's here. I don't know. He's here a lot. He might be doing something. It's not normal stream time. But if we can use every once an alert above really 19, 30, 20 bucks, you hear the beeps on Chainlink, some really good technical developments occurring. No edge right now. You know, it's like bearish convergence, the lower low, higher levels negative Momo, lower levels relative strength. It's really nothing there. Maybe on lesser time scales where you got one low, maybe there's a double bottom. Someone could try to, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe like 1 and 2. You just think it's kind of like Bitcoin. It really is so similar to Bitcoin, where it's like you would think an 886 would be the best, but you're not getting that yet. You just got a nice 4-hour bullish engulfing candle on Link, so it's really about like, okay, let's recapture the levels, and we have a lot of upside potential if that did happen. Senor Beef, thanks for the Vive super chat. Much love, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you can almost make an argument. A 113 shark, maybe. Like there could be. Let's see on the 4-hour XA. It'd be 0x A B C. So it's beyond the 113 though, but it's right there. A 113 shark on an insignificant time scale. Yeah, you meet the criteria. This is definitely a shark pattern, and maybe it's type 1, maybe it's type 2. Already ongoing.
Can we look at RXRX? Is it what dreams are made of?
Senor Beef, I hope so, man. We can look at it right after this. Thank you, dude. Okay, so Chainlink, very strong. If you're looking at all these altcoins making 886s, completing really nice M shapes, right? And then I'm talking like from the November 5th low, right? From the bottom, this so discernible, right? The ones that aren't. That's a probably indication of demand. A lot more people owning this asset than before, whereas many others round tripped. They could still have great trade setups, but dang, they're just not as strong as something like Chainlink. And I think another one was like Algorand never saw. Cardano, they're not seeing 88% retraces like all these others. So that's just a characteristic of their price action you should just take note of, and that could represent strength. Where if Bitcoin does finally want to resume its long-term uptrend, maybe run to the top of the no trend, the midterm no trend, which would be 106 plus. These alts are going to do really well, I would think, if that was the case, right? So nothing to worry about. Chat, it really is kind of like this now after round tripping, right, on most alts.
You worry too much. Everything is beautiful. There's nothing to worry about.
So we might be okay, man. We might be okay. So RXRX, that was the first request of the stream. Might be the only one. No more requests, man. I think no more requests in a year. Let's see. RXRX. Recursion, pharmaceuticals. Ooh. Hey, we've been here before. Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Look at it. Yeah, going for the highest daily effing candle close, maybe since like sometime in July. Dude. I'm going to go get the RX, repeating, of course. Yeah, upside here. It's been this way, but good luck. Hey, we're talking about altcoins and their type 2 returns. Heart rate monitors, the same thing. So it's like resolution, you got like 56 to 69% upside potential. Yes. So the problem is the closer you are to 594, the easier it is to construct a trading plan where you would, if you're the closer you're to 594, you want it to be your entry. Your stop loss, you'd probably want 540 below that swing low from November 21st. And then you would let it ride at 1282, 1411. Yeah, we've been here, man. It's great. This is who, man?
07 super chatted $50. Can you look at Whiff and Cake?
Whiff and Cake. Dog whiff hat cake. Thank you, Mr. Singh. Sure thing. Yep. So what were we, when we look at this, man? It's like, been a minute. Yeah, you got, oh, look at this, man. You got people in our community, Crypto Lawyer, Brian. You got MH in here. It was time-stamped hour, 7 minutes on the December 9th stream. Let's look at that real quick. Oh, look at this right there. Beeler.
Anonymous tipped $25. Did Synapse just bounce off the floor? Face fuchsia tongue out.
Oh, there's possible, man. We will look at it. That's all I can guarantee, okay? Well, look at this thing, man. Look at go tripping through time for a second. I just want to... What were we doing? This was December 9th. Okay. See this thing? Okay, we were constructing down here, and it was up here. You know, it was way high. So it pulled back, and it even gave you that back test to 590 for that re-entry. From August to now, before you started finally rallying, saw its highest level today since June. Okay, so do we paint the M shape here? Oh, there it is. That's the painting of the M shape, first time. So since then, yeah, it's been showing a lot of nice reaccumulation. Okay. What the heck? Oops. Yeah, so I like it, man. I like it a lot. And 1282, 1411 is your target. Why does it look so much better now? This is why. The construction of these lows. Look at this low here. And then a second low. And what do we talk about? The third low, right? I can clearly, and you can too. You can't argue. Look at this really nice symmetrical price action, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, breaking above the 200-day simple moving average, up 8.88% now. That's some nice follow through. Again, that is going. You were going for your highest daily candle close since you've gone. It's happened, dude. The market's closed. Sorry, July 26th last year. So that's.
Can we look at
really
Ondo
nice.
On Max? Thanks, Mitch.
Amar, thank you, dude, for continuous contributions today. Yeah, we'll look at Ondo, S-Coin Ondo. Yeah. So hype in the chat for a range-bound asset. These are the ones, man. These are what dreams are made of. We've had ACHR, qubits, very similar to this. Okay, even though it's, what is it, man? Oh, biotechnology. Yikes. Those are the original S-Coins, if you didn't know. Hype in the chat. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I used to play WoW MK. So, Resto Shaman, Gladiator, by the way. What? If you know WoW, you know what Gladiator is. Season 9, highest rank Resto Sham, Rogue, Shadow Priest in the world. Because it was it wasn't meta at all. No one played that. That's why we were. But it worked really well for me. Having a Shadow Priest being able to dispel CC on me. Anyway, that was ancient history. So next request, I guess it was Dog with Hat Coin. With Hat Coin. Why are you going AFK, dude? Not the time to go AFK anymore, right? Because we have M shapes completing over the past 90 days. All right, dog with hat on. I don't know. I'm trying to find maybe what's got the most data. Would it be Mex or something? Is it even on Mex? I don't see it on Mex. I'll just Coinbase. See Coinbase. Okay, God. Hey man, we're gonna list dog with hat coin on Coinbase and get destroyed. I know there's more data, but that's just pathetic, right? I mean, it's like, really? What a scam. We listed it to scam you. That's what they did. All right, let's see. Dog with hat on Binance. There we go. There we go. What was really sad about this one, man? This one was really sad. They hit an M shape, and it failed. This was a harmonic dud. It was definitely there. Bad timing, I guess, of the market. But look at it. Is there more data somewhere else? I think maybe this is just the Binance chart. It was bad. Real bad. This is why in Type 1 reactions, it's always prudent to wait for a Type 2 return. Yeah, I don't know. If you had a better chart, more data, you could let me know. I'll try to look at it, but just... Someone got anything else? Dog with hat coin on the Crypto.com. There we go. Yeah, here we go. I think this is all the data, maybe. Maybe. It's terrible though. This is legit fraudulent stuff. I mean, this is okay. 886 is coming. The all-time 886 is, if it's not already hit. You've exceeded an 886. Okay, so there's really nothing to do here, even if it pumps, because we're looking for things to happen. Hold on a sec. Well, never mind. Never mind. You want to see patterns develop locally after the impulse. You're still in impulse mode. I don't even know. I would say maybe 43 cents. You wait. Yeah, a couple, I mean, three reversals here at 43 cents. So you can't even believe that you still have another 28 to 27, 28% downside before you even see a level. It's awful. This is like straight up rug pull, scam coin trash, loser. Dumb to own, like stupid, obviously, right? Okay, that's your dog with hat coin. Arthur Hayes loved it. Nothing till we put the hat on the dog or something. That's what he said at one of these peaks. It's like, yeah, of course. Oh, we're not doing anything, man, until 100. Okay, what a joke. Dog with hat, scam coin, loser, trash. Unlike many others, because at least all these other coins are at least trying to put in these 886s M shapes over 90 days. So you got a pattern. You got something. This is awful. There's not even an argument. It's just terrible. Good God. Cake coin, wow. I mean, we had a butterfly at one point. I haven't even been here since, I don't think. I mean, dude, remember, if you're like, dude, your chart's not updated, it's like, hell, there's 36 million scam coins now, right?
Vanessa Carlton tipped $25. Hi, Mitch. Would you mind taking a look at Teddy Bear? It's the first entry on TradingView search. Thanks.
Teddy Bear, oh my God. Yeah, Vanessa, thank you so much for the 25. We'll look at Teddy Bear. So pretty cool, I guess. Cake, there was this swing low at $1.33. And they ended up defending it again, and now it's running. It's up 30. Let's just say it's up
32.33, repeating, of course.
Could run to 329 from here, maybe some more upside. But yeah, that's a night. Bids came in and pumped this thing. There wasn't any, the oscillator didn't really look good. But yeah, maybe 1, 2. Hit the bottom of a range and it's just gone now. So cool to see Cake coin. Y'all remember my old NFT? We had an old trade setup. This was it. This was the trade setup. It was ungodly. It was a bullish cipher, whatever. Yeah. This right here, old trade setup, ended up ushering in the whole run to the end. I mean, this thing from this M shape. We were playing the back test too. I mean, it went up how much? Almost 400%, 350% in 42 days off that M shape completion. You didn't get a Type 2 return. It was just, all right, simple enough. But here we are, many years later, and it's way lower than that price. My God. So yeah, maybe they're just trying to put in some sort of maybe it's a range, and you hit the bottom of the range now, and top of the range would be like 475 to 513. That's it. If you really wanted it, you would want to see something like this happen. That would be a dream of all dreams. You could take action easily. It's so simple to enter, set up a stop, and have your upside potential is massive. So if you get it, it may not. But again, it's not about what's gonna happen. It's about what we look for on an asset to have an edge. Okay, so next request was thanks again, Mr. Singh. Synapse for Anonymous. He wanted to take a look. I know that one was getting hit pretty hard. Yeah, well, it's been a minute, but they are recapturing 44 cents, which is great. We got good resolution, but it just underperformed. You ran out of time, lower high. So we're drawing board here, okay? So what are they doing maybe? What are they doing maybe on Synapse? Looks like they defended just the all-time low here. It's kind of wild. I mean, right? You think, oh, it's so bad. It goes to 30 cents, and now it's up 14 plus cents, and back above that June low. Anything above that level is great. Maybe if you look at it like on the weekly. My God, dude, if you look at the weekly here, it's like an M shape type 2 return going on, right? Hold on, let me paint this, or let me make it visible. I mean, it's like GRT a little bit. It's like, could be the type 1 reaction that played out here, and this could be the type 1 return. You got a morning star, almost a morning doji star reversal last week, catching fall to this week. And you want to talk about the lowest end of the risk curve is when you're at it. I mean, this is it. Like if the sellers try again to break this and they're failing, and then you actually recapture all these levels, like you have a real good chance of very well seeing 179 to $2. It's not over. Like people can get all like, you had like the Bears had 2 weeks to talk crap about SYN, January 27th week and February 3rd week. They're like, it's all over. What a joke, dude. SYN, get wrecked. And now it's like, well, you're back above the level. So the sellers, like for now, like again, Bitcoin rolls over. Yeah, it could be screwed. But dude, you were at this very interesting level on SYN on the weekly. And you could almost start saying, okay, this is type 1. This is type 2. It's like storage coin a little bit. Very interesting. And now you have this flavor. Does anyone know what's going on SYN weekly possibly? If you get any follow through, any. What is this? Anyone at all? Scam coin, who cares? But dude. I asked a question. It wasn't rhetorical class.
Bueller, 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 Bueller.
When I was young, I told my girl cousins I would never be a varsity athlete, and frankly, that was a tremendous blow to my self-esteem.
Disappointing, chat. Very disappointing. Yes, it would be Class B, bullish, classic Class B, bullish divergence. So obviously I have failed you as teacher because no one's answering properly. I mean, I'm seeing answers like bullish divergence is correct, but Class B, when the price hits the same low as the first low with substantially less lower levels on the oscillator. So it is your second form, class A, B, and C. This is class B because of the double bottom on price. And it's all happening way down here. You could do this. You could literally do it like this if you wanted, if you cared. You may not care because it's a scam coin. I get it, dude. All this whole market's fraudulent, dude, okay? This is the only way we can navigate. There's no better way to navigate the crypto market. Yeah, crypto market. We're talking about the scam coins. Than the way we do it. There's no other way. Just using price action, correlation to levels, historical patterns and structures, oscillators. This is it. Tokenomics, how's that working out? I mean, everything round tripped after they ran up. So, I mean, this is how the only way to do it. So you could actually have your first target be at that high from December, and you still have 4.6 to 1 reward to risk. Second target, there is nothing to do except maybe it's just this simple. 10 to 1 reward to risk in this situation. This would be a position trade, by the way, because this, think about the size of this M shape. Way larger than 90 days, bro. You're getting a type 2 return, almost 500-day large structure. 500 days. That's the size of a planet.
YouTube won't let me send 25, so I'll
Weird.
send another 5. Can we check out WSD stock on the weekly? Folded hands.
Polyprofit, thanks for the folded hands, YouTube. Oh, we don't believe in praying. It's a prayer hand. Thank you for the prayer hands. Screw Google and their whatever. Oh, folding hands. Target 3, I mean, it'd be simple, right? Just be off the very top, 197. Maybe like that. You get it? It's like, here, this is stuff we dream of. We wish we could get this everywhere on every chart at all times. We wish. Any idea? Any idea, like, if this makes sense, or is this crazy?
Love you, Mitch.
Love is mutual. Polyprofit, thank you, dude. Thanks so much for 25. We'll look at WSD stock. Yeah. No one's going to believe it or give a crap. I mean, you could even wait for tomorrow for it to pull back 3% or something, but it's very, like, we don't act like we know if this asset's going to do anything. We don't know if it's going to play out. All we can do is identify patterns and structures that are reliable, studied, researched, okay? Reliability. And we're wanting to identify them at key levels of inflection where if the buyers actually come in, we know the consequences. Okay, so it's all over crypto. No, it just had to resolve with the type 2 return on the weekly. It would take forever to play out. Absolutely. Or it wouldn't, right? Or it wouldn't. You don't know, like, what happens if Bitcoin is an NY-COB distribution? What if it breaks above 1025 and we're going for a continuation? This might not take long at all. Things change, man. New data comes in. All that. Okay. So I'm just going to post this because it's not about SYN, is it? It's about the framework. It's about education. It's about, okay, what is value? What's a good setup? What's not a good setup? Where is there an edge? Where is there no edge? You're just flipping effing coins. So trend analysis, no trend. You're at the bottom of the effing no trend. That's the best optimum spot for a trade in a range. The bottom, the trend analysis, the harmonic, absolutely. The chart patterns, potential double bottom, technical indicators, recapturing. I mean, I wish I can only do 3. So again, this is not about, you don't have to play this, but you will understand where I'm coming from. There is just not much different about this one and this one. There is not much difference at all. You get it? Very similar. Type 1, Type 2 at supports. This one was great because it was a Gartley. All kinds. There was more to this. This one was better. This is the best. One of the best I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know about this one now. Is it over? It could be over. Like, unless they just pump this thing. I don't even know. I'm just here to show you the wonderful trade setup on it. This was target 3, the exit of the trade, and guess what? We're trading below target 3 of this trade setup that finally concluded November 25th, day before, whatever, Thanksgiving area. It's resistance. That's why it was target 3. Exceeded it, but look, you're just testing for a month now. Can't really, you're below it, and that might be where it goes to 740, but at the same time, if it does a rocket lab, all you gotta do, you break 977 for real. It could be going to 1650, 1860. Look at the volume involved. It's like ever since the election and earnings and that the bids coming in off the support, it's just been so high. It's like there's just new interest in this asset. So, and I know something happened to Archer this week where it ran up to 1020 or something, 1030. And then yesterday, they got a $300 million offering from BlackRock at $8.50. That dumped the price. I mean, the weekly is like whatever. It's still up almost 4% on the week, even with all that volatility. But it's pretty good, right? If you're up here and you actually have one of the largest institutions in the world, largest holding companies in the world, literally FOMOing $8.50 a share is what they got it at. So they got a little discount, but not much. Not where we bought it at. We bought it freaking $3. And BlackRock coming in here FOMOing at $8.50. So is it over? I mean, it's impossible to manage risk here. You can't because it's already played out. But again, Synapse, right? Looking at Synapse, the difference, these are not very different at all. Dude, this one's just an 886, not a 786. And it's a little more controversial because it's like they might not be doing it. But again, your stop then would just be below 31 cents and just let this thing ride. You could be tighter. You could be a lot tighter. You could be like 34 cents, 35. Yeah, call options. It was 14K to 170K on that setup. Unbelievable. I think it was like the best single options trade of my life. But it was perfect. We were in before Cathie Woods, man. Before Elon Musk talked about it. We didn't even know what it was. We just loved the freaking technical argument. How crazy. All right. So that was your Synapse. We just kind of went on a huge tangent there. What's up, Emmanuel?
Emanuele Lucas super chatted $51.94. Arrow on CB, daily quadruple bullish divergence. Long-term uptrend, trying to defend the ascending diagonal connecting all the previous bottoms. 200% upside if BTC doesn't help itself. As always, thanks for all you do, Mitch.
Please clap.
Emmanuel Lucas, thanks for the $51 contribution. We'll certainly look at Arrow on Coinbase. Quadruple divergence, yeah? Hive in the chat. Thanks, man. Just really want you to see real quick. We have other ones that are like this. You won't believe it. You're over it, I know. But look, like maybe storage coin, same thing on the weekly. Maybe hitting the support of all supports. This is it, right? So the closer you are to that level, the easier it is to construct a plan, risk management trading plan, right? And target 75 cents, 150 plus. I mean, you just don't know, but we're here before anyone in the entire world would show you. We're looking at it, okay, on storage. It's just real. Like, it's not, don't blame me, man, for just identifying this, okay? All this happening, 886s, like the major 886s. Just look, clean, clear. You know your upside potential. History tells you 75 cents. Is it real? I mean, assuming we don't know if it's real. All we know is you would have an argument to never own storage below 27.5 cents. You'd just be out. You don't want to own it. It would probably go to 12 cents. But if they defend this level right here, you are putting in a confirmation low that is discernible on the weekly after a mega M-shaped pattern. So you're talking about Synapse 500-day large structure. Guess what? 550-day large structure on storage. So it's something to pay attention to. It's like you do not want to fall asleep at the wheel now after all these altcoins round tripped out of the election. Do not fall asleep now. Wake up. It's time to wake up. Okay? Okay. It was bad though on the way down. It was somber. It was like, dude, we're screwed. Oh my. They did it, and then we hit. There's incomplete M shapes. The bad action magnet moves right. Fell below the B point. That means high probability of 786, 886. They're all hitting 886s. Not all, but most. Yeah, look paired against Bitcoin charts. Not always, Mr. Breaker, but we do. You know, we look at Ethereum paired against Bitcoin all the time. Just not having today. Hey, Bitcoin chat. Bitcoin, wake up. Bruh. Highs of the day. High of the chat. High of day. Can we please make a higher freaking high? Because the short-term downtrend's still intact. I mean, we got to breaking 98,473 would be great. That would be nice. But you just can't really get excited about Bitcoin quite yet till there's two levels, 100K. But the biggest one for a trend reversal in the short term is 102,500, all right? We break those, it's on. Like, remember, long-term uptrend, mid-term no trend. Yes, 3 months of nothing. Sideways range-bound action on Bitcoin, so no trend. Short-term, 3 weeks downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows consecutively on less significant time scales. You can see it, it's visible, it's evident. But hey, we start doing things, we get new pieces of data. Those pieces of data could indicate the reversal of the short-term downtrend. It won't take much, man. Like, we just need some, maybe catalyst, some price action. Just got to break those levels. Okay, let's keep going. We got some more requests. Yeah, I was planning on looking at other, like the Mag 7 and stuff. Okay, we just got teddy bear requests and cake coins and Ondo coins. Okay, let's go to Ondo for Amar. Okay. Ondo on MEX. Ondo on MEX. Well, isn't there more data on other exchanges or something? Dang, Ondo is pretty strong. Holy crap. Yeah, this is anomalous to many others that are. If this was like all the others, it'd be down here. It'd be at like 68 cents. That'd be an awesome M-shape completion, but they're not letting that happen. So really hard to manage your risk here, unless you were going to be like this. My risk management level will be here at 133. You could be getting stopped out tonight. Okay, that's the only level you got. And the issue is the upside potential is very nebulous because you would just run it to 148 and you could reverse there. They've been testing and failing that for so long. It's tougher, man. This is harder to apply a framework. So yeah, you were saying you just want to look at it. We're just looking at it. Yeah, stop below 130, I guess. But yeah, kind of wild that where everything else is like this. I mean, they're all like that now, right? But not Ondo. Too strong. So if Bitcoin, reverses its short-term downtrend, I mean, this thing's probably going to break 148 and run to probably 193 to $2. But in regards of the framework that we apply, it's harder. Okay, it's no Synapse, where it's a no-brainer, no controversy. Yeah, at that support, we know what that level represents. This is not at that, really. So it's cool, though. It's very strong compared to others. Yep. Teddy bear coin. Can you believe it, chat? Teddy bear. Teddy bear and pulse chain, I guess. Couple levels there. I mean, it's holding. The buyers are defending this 3334 level. You didn't quite make a completed M shape or anything. Retrace wise, low to high. I mean, from that scam wick, low to scam wick high, it's virtually an 88% retrace. So I'll just tell you this, Vanessa, if you liked this, I think you have a strong argument to not own the asset below 3334. So if you were wanting to get this right now, you just have a stop loss set up at like 31.50. That's it. That's all I can tell you if you care about this asset. But it's got to break 42.29. That's another big level. They break that, it could be off for the races. 93.71. So you can see why that level. It's like that first time, September 2023, and then you got another test, May 2024, June 2024. They're defending it now. So it's like if you liked it, if you wanted to own it, that's the only way you could probably play it. Protect yourself below that, because yeah, you don't want to own the asset below all those levels, because look what the implications. I mean, it could fall all the way down to 1,000. So that's all I can tell you about Teddy Bear. R2D2 next. Yeah, RX, R2D2. Beep, beep. Okay. Bitcoin 97.7. Still got some requests. WST stock for poly profit. I don't see WST. I see WSTG, but no. You must have poly profit. Can you real quick tell me what you meant? Look, we looked at Bitcoin at the beginning of the stream. You can just rewind. I gave a thorough analysis of it. People paid money to look at some assets, and we're looking at those right now. We are 1 hour and 18 minutes into this live stream. If you're enjoying it, please hit the like button, the bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. Okay, early stream. It was a power hour stream of the stock market. Still got 500 people here. 200 likes. Yikes, dude. Yeah. Talk about dead stream. Stream's dead as a. So again, poly profit. What is it, man? What is it? WTS or WST. I typed that in. West Pharmaceuticals. Wow, I don't know why I would not show up. WST. There it is. What the heck? You type in. I'll show you. I've been here before. Look, WST. I swear I had it plugged in and it didn't. It was not showing up. It was 3 different things. That was it. Weird. Okay, Gaslit. Looking at this, I don't like it. I got nothing to say about it. I don't really. I'm just. What was it about it you liked? The weekly. He wanted the weekly. Okay. Below the 200-week simple moving average. Hidden bearish divergence on the MACD histogram. Testing that 200-week as resistance, rejected. Tweezer top reversal, follow through candle, not good, man. I don't like it. Incomplete M shape anyway. Like you would want, if you want to take action, you would want to see the asset do something like this, because then you'd have, okay, I mean it's too perfect, but you would want an informal N shape anyway. You're not deep enough on your retrace. It's like all those altcoins where like there's nothing to do because they're not. I got to sneeze and I can't sneeze. Remember I was saying that about the alts. They finally sneezed and we got 88% retraces and completed these M shapes. Really hard to want to own this right now. Yeah, that price action is not good.
Thanks for educating the world about providing for themselves, Crown.
10x Trading, thank you so much, dude, for the 11.99 euros, mate. Thank you. Thank you for supporting this community, man. Really, thank you. So yeah, education, man. This, I think this is like the founders of the internet would be proud of what we've built here, right? Crowdsourced, all that. Portnoy started a scam coin chat. They all, I mean, it's like, well, I would rather live and be happy to never become the villain and never be a hero, okay, I guess. Because, yeah, I guess ultimately in the end, the longer you participate in this market, the more clout you get. Eventually, you do a rug. You create a rug pull and people get wrecked. And then you blame snipers and other people, but you created that. You're the one. You're clout. Everyone came to it, and whatever happens, you're virtually responsible for, no matter what you say. He got mad. He did not get to rug. Yep. Yeah, I don't think there's action to take here. I think you're like confirming the 200-week moving average as resistance, and you got that, again, tweezer top reversal on the weekly at it. Hidden bearish divergence. Earnings is tomorrow, apparently. Earnings is tomorrow, so who knows? Flip, that's even more uncertainty about this. So I don't know. I would just, if I could, I would always want to see an M shape complete and then 886, and then you see positive price action down here. But the issue is, like, if that M shape completes, it's like there's no support here backing it up or anything. It's kind of rough, man. I just don't like it. It's a little almost like a bear flag, maybe, or a rising wedge, bear flagging kind of. I'm not happy with it. I wouldn't touch it, but you're able to do anything you want. I'm just saying, I look at this, I'm like, okay, I would just rather own like iRobot over WST Pharmaceuticals. Thanks, dude. Arrow on Coinbase. Coinbase. Sheesh. Well, I mean, there was a time we were here. There was an M shape, and they type 2 returned it too. It was crazy, and then it ran up, and that's how it ended. It ended at the top. Wow. Now it's lost all its value again. Yeah, you do have that really nice quadruple bullish divergence on Arrow. Yeah, man, great identification there. Hold on a sec. Let's okay, grocery's about to be here. Take a sec. Yeah, quadruple bullish divergence on Arrow coin. Yes, that's correct. Good stuff. There's 3 Instagram islands. Here's a 4th. Wow. This is like, you're so exhausted. They can't get much more exhausted, dude. 88% retrace. Are you? It doesn't look like you're quite. You might be. I mean, because of this craziness. But see, swing low to high. See, you're not at where you need to be. You want to be seeing this quadruple divergence at an 88% retrace at 63 cents. Like, the divergence could very well play out, and it does this. Okay, you run up, you make the lower high, then you roll over later. Okay, like that. You want 886s. There's an inflection point there too. I would prefer this, but yeah, if you wanted to play just the seller exhaustion, you might get a rally. You might get a 20-cent rally off that divergence, but they're trading below 84.4 cents, which is the inflection point from 2024. I think there are better assets out there to look at, and you would want just see, there's no controversy when you're looking at SYN on the weekly. There's no controversy when you're looking at Bitcoin Cash, because it hit an 886, it completed the pattern, and we're looking at the textbook, and it's like, yeah, man, that's literally the structure completed. Here, it's an incomplete M shape. So there's controversy, even with such nice divergence. I just wish that we could get quadruple divergence at an 88% retrace and a new support. You're below support. Okay, and that was the last formal request. Real quick, let's Mag 7 Tesla. Someone said solid close. I would not call that a solid close at all. I mean, whatever you want to say about it, it's just correcting. There are unfilled gaps. This could continue to correct, and you're not at an inflection point. You want $300. You just do below 400. We just kept saying, if you're below $400 long enough, you're waiting for $300. Yeah, $300 is the big level. And you want to see down there, you want to see something like this, like oh no, they violated, and then they recapture it, and then they reconfirm its validity as support, and then that's when we're talking about a good trade setup. Same things. Look, they violated a key level, they recaptured, they reconfirmed its validity before. Nice run. You want the same thing. So there's no action you can take as a swing trader on Tesla right now. You're catching knives, you're flipping coins, oscillators aren't playing ball. There's nothing about this that looks good for impending upside, even if it did go higher. There's no sign of that. Okay, what we look for is just not there. So I think some more downside, and we would welcome it. We would want that. We would want to see a level be violated, recaptured, reconfirmed as support. Then we could take action on it. Okay. Shoot, dude, Apple's strong as F, man. Breakout launch. They break 237. This thing's gone. It's like a dragon. It's like a crazy dragon pattern. Very, very strong here. Apple might be your strongest of all the right now. Set up for higher prices, strength. What I mean, Apple. Okay, you break 237, chat. It's on, man. It's gonna be could be a very smooth ride to 260. Very strong. Okay, confirming 1 and 2, higher low here. I love this. This is great. Highest daily close since the 30th and whatever. But yeah, big breakout watch in Apple. Major implications above 237. Okay. Look on the 8s, man. Again, oh, another one. Yeah, stronger than Intel just because Intel was just a double bottom structure, right? Key support, no accumulations quite yet.
Deal tip $32.20. Hey, take a look at ZK. Fairly new, but tell all you can. 0.012000000 ETH.
Gil, thanks so much for the
32.33 repeating, of course.
We'll look at ZK. Stock, crypto, I'll do all I can. Okay. I'll use all my skills, all my powers. Take it easy. Meta, okay. Talking about strength of setup for higher prices, not strength of asset, number go up, all-time highs again today, cannot be stopped. Even the 1912, even the 200 BTFO, blown out, man. La La Land, Zuckerberg taking over the world. We wish Bitcoin looked like this, don't we? Yeah, we do. Meta, it's the one. Animal spirits, not letting this thing. I mean, maybe $1,000. Psychologically speaking, 800, 900, 1,000. Crazy, but beautiful. Nice. Type in the chat. Meta. Microsoft, terrible. You know, we're saying. What are we saying, man, about Bill Gates? He has man boobs. He has moobs. Why? Okay, you saw Meta, right? Zuckerberg working out, libertarian now, MMA fighting. That's what he's bent the knee to Trump. Okay, then you got Bill Gates over here creating fake vaccines to kill people, depopulate the world, trying to, do more of that with, putting chemicals on fruits and stuff. That's it. That's him, and has man boobs. Okay, so, okay, what happened? Lowest price seen today on Microsoft since September. Lower highs. What's going on? Below the 200. It's just not the same. I mean, you just probably wait for $400, see what happens. Okay, that's it. Sucks. Garbage, technically. Give me some more data, and then we could maybe change our tune. But for now, right now, it's awful. Lower high and this side and this side. That's distribution. What? Google hit support resistance from October and November today. Lowest daily candle close confirmed on Google since December 9th. So after that earnings, gap down and been dumping ever since. Wow. So that, hold on one sec. Hey, ever since earnings, pulling back.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay, cool. So if this doesn't hold, 181, your target would be the gap fill, an unfilled gap at 175. Unlike Apple, unlike Meta. Wow. But you know what will happen? It'll probably, if it does that, put in a higher low, the highest low, and run again later. Fill this gap way up here at 206. Nvidia down 1.2%. It's cool that it recovered. It's cool it's above the 200 moving average again. They recaptured it. It's cool it's above 118. That's great. But so much work still needs to be done, because you have unfilled gaps at 142. You got to break 140 again. There's just so much more that we need to feel comfortable about Nvidia. Okay. Now, it would be cool to see something like this. Just saying, man, if we get real lucky and like that happens, all of a sudden you got a dragon pattern, you got a local confirmation low. By then, you probably have bullish divergence on the oscillators. It would be awesome for a retest of 118. There might be opportunity again. Yeah, but nice recovery, but just still off the highs. That dreadful DeepSeek. We all found out DeepSeek was pretty much a joke in the end. A scam. China, everything, any news you hear from China that they self-report, it's a scam. They steal everything. They don't innovate anything. They just steal from Westerners, typically Americans. Yeah, and then they give us a crappier joke version of it. Okay, and whatever. Okay, and Amazon, the last of the 7. Still, I mean, we're looking at a harmonic optimum price. Would this thing go to 19? 1912? 185? Whatever. You're still in this double possible type 2 reaction. Type 1, type 2. It happens. You still have bearish divergence. But they can pull it back. It underperforms and runs again later. But yeah, a lowest daily candle close confirmed today on Amazon since January 21st. So since earnings, gap down and the gap's unfilled. So they can fill it soon. Just, whatever, man. It's just extremely elevated, high premium, no value, but it could still go, man. It could still keep going. I think Apple looks good for a lot of upside. Meta is just crazy all-time highs. Nvidia needs a lot of work. Google maybe needs to fill a gap. Microsoft's the worst. Microsoft is 100% the worst of the 7. Yeah. Free Breaker, ask DeepSeek about Tiananmen Square. What happens? Yeah. Ask about the surveillance state of the CCP. Yeah, social credit score. Ask about that. See what happens. Okay, next request was ZK for Gil. This will be the last one. Seems like. ZK. Intelligent. Zeker intelligent. Yeah, it's newer. We've been here. I've obviously been here. Someone's requested this at some point, but test, fail, rally. Such a lack of demand, they could not test $30 again. Looks like it might be set up for $20. Nothing to do here. Certainly no way to manage risk in this situation because you're not at an inflection point, a historical inflection point. $13.50, $20, $30. Got it. Those are your levels. Not my opinion. It's just how it is. You can clearly see the price action tells you. You were just at a level that has never really been a reversal before, so you wait. So you either short at 30 or you long at 20 with stop losses somewhat below that. Short, at 30 and stop losses somewhat above it, right? There's just nothing to do here. You are in certain casino world, flip a coin. Earnings coming up on the 26th of this month. So we got a couple weeks. Who knows with that, even more uncertainty. But again, unless you're at a support, nothing to do. Just look at it. All we can do is identify 20, 30. You're at 25, 24.79. So flip a coin, it goes to 30 next. Flip a coin, it goes to 20 next. All right. What do I think about Wyckoff on Bitcoin? It's there. It's not dead yet either. It's not invalid. You're still possibly working on your lowest high of this short-term downtrend we've been in for 3 weeks. You just are. All right, so right here at the 4 hour, so I'm going to show you real quick. This is again, it's not this. There's nothing about this that's invalid yet. Just because you moved up today doesn't mean anything. It could just be more last points of supply, but everything's there. So what you would think really is like, no matter what happens, whether this resolves bullishly, or we call that a fake out, this would be a fake out, or it actually resolves bearishly where it breaks down below 90K and goes to 85, 83K. Either way, you would think the battleground for all this to happen would be at 90K again. So they break it and then they fake it and then they reconfirm it, or they don't, and then it's off to all-time highs, or they break it and they don't fake it and it goes to 80 plus K, 80K. I mean, either way, you're thinking that like the battle to end all battles for Wyckoff would be at 90K. So that's where I'm at, where I'm like, well, it's just kind of reversing randomly here, chopping around, hasn't, so I'm just like, my popcorn, I've got popcorn in a microwave. It's a designated microwave in one of my rooms, okay? And it is set up to start, it's going to turn on and start popping when or if Bitcoin's price is 90 to 91K, because I have no expectations about this asset. And I would almost expect If it saw this level, we would see the lowest price seen since November, but it could be a certain fake out where the buyers come rip back in above this level, recapture it, and that was the fake out of all fake outs, and we're going to all-time highs. So I'm just thinking, like, I wouldn't feel like the battleground where all the determination of life on Bitcoin on Earth would be at 95, 97K. It doesn't really make, but 90K, that's where the fear, the magnet, where the liquidity is. You would think that's where the battle would be. Not here. So I'm just kind of like, I mean, hey, if it just starts reversing now, that's great. It's kind of random. Be very random. Yeah. Striking fear into the hearts of men isn't now. It's a 90K. So that's the Wyckoff situation. Okay. All right, well, we had a good stream, man. Got through the request. It's been live an hour, 40 minutes now. Hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. But just leaving with the Bitcoin Wyckoff argument. It is not invalid yet, but it could get invalidated at any time. Like, I think you break 100K, you're making really good progress, but you can't say the short-term downtrend. This is the short-term downtrend, chat. The only thing that's visible on screen, this is your downtrend. Okay? Lower highs, lower lows consecutively. That's the definition of a trend. You have that. So you haven't made a higher high. When's the last time Bitcoin made a higher high? Oh, January 20th when it made all-time highs. That is the last time there was any sort of higher high. Ever since then, lower high. You might be working on your lowest high of entire short-term 3-week downtrend now. And then eventually, I would think like the battle of all battles, the war of wrath, they would call it, would be at 90K. They would break it. Stop loss is triggered again. Oh my God, we can't do it. It's over. And they spend a few days down there, and then they recapture with an engulfing candle, and then we're gone to 120K plus. Just not here. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So it's just an argument. It doesn't mean it's going to happen or anything. This is just, we're just identifying possibly a Wyckoff schematic. All right. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Okay. I'm Mark Heyman, Session Top Jesus. Thank you, dude. So I'll be back. Till next time. Respect the T. A. Get your merch too. Get the merch.
Hash.